Imagine being the kind of man who doesn't chase after anyone, but instead draws people toward him effortlessly. A man so grounded and purposeful that women find themselves fascinated, genuinely captivated by his presence. This isn't some gimmick or a series of superficial moves. Today we're talking about timeless principles rooted in stoicism, ancient wisdom that has helped countless men master relationships, but perhaps not in the way you think. Now, maybe you're caught in the cycle of unrequited love, or you're struggling to make a meaningful connection. But here's the truth. What if the real power isn't in pursuing or impressing others? What if the key to lasting attraction is simply becoming the best version of yourself, both in mind and action? Stay tuned, because in this video, we're diving deep into 7 powerful yet often overlooked principles that can make women, and really anyone, take notice and appreciate you on a deeper level. These are insights that don't just transform how you're perceived, but transform your life. Let's dive in. Part 1. Your attention is a gift, not a free-for-all. Our first principle might sound simple, but it's one of the most misunderstood aspects of attraction. Don't give your attention away for free. Your attention is valuable. It's not to be doled out to anyone at any time. Imagine yourself as someone with a mission, goals, and priorities, like a high-powered CEO with limited time. Your time isn't scarce because you're avoiding people. It's because you're investing in your growth and purpose. Think about it. When's the last time you saw someone deeply focused on their purpose? Didn't it make them stand out? Leave a comment below if you can relate. Part 2. Master emotional independence. Let's move to principle number 2, true emotional independence. Today's world normalizes the idea of relying on others for happiness and validation. But in reality, emotional dependence is a trap. It weakens your sense of self and makes your happiness someone else's responsibility. Stoicism teaches us that mastering your emotions doesn't mean you're cold. It means you're steady, resilient, and strong. Think about a time when you were so affected by someone else's mood that it ruined your day. Or perhaps you craved someone's attention so much that when they didn't respond, your self-esteem took a hit. If that's ever happened to you, it's a sign that emotional dependence has crept in. Imagine shifting away from that dependency, building your emotional resilience. Part 3. Stop seeking validation. Our third principle is powerful. Stop seeking validation. This doesn't mean you shouldn't care about feedback. Instead, it's about understanding that validation should fuel your growth, not define your self-worth. High-value men don't need the approval of others to feel complete. Ask yourself, how often do you scroll through social media, looking for that like or comment? What if you could reclaim that power, standing tall without the need for constant approval? Part 4. Show leadership by making decisive choices. Let's talk about a fourth principle that sets high-value men apart: decisive action. Nothing captures attention quite like a man who knows what he wants and goes after it. In relationships, people, especially women, gravitate toward men who can lead with purpose. This doesn't mean ignoring her opinion, but it does mean embracing your own authority and making thoughtful choices. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you usually decisive, or do you defer to others too often? Think of how powerful it would be to make choices with confidence and to let that confidence naturally invite others to join you. Part 7. Practice restraint in how much you give emotionally. And our final principle, don't overexpress your emotions too soon. Too much exposure can dilute the strength of your feelings and reduce their impact. When you reveal every thought and emotion early on, you run the risk of emotional poverty, a state where you crave more validation and lose the strength of your independence. How do you usually express yourself in relationships? Are you someone who reveals everything quickly, or do you hold back? What if you practiced patience and allowed the other person to invest in the relationship just as much as you do? If these principles resonate with you, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know which of these 7 principles you're most eager to start practicing. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how these concepts might change your approach to relationships. In closing, remember this: Attraction is less about winning someone over and more about becoming the person you're truly proud of. A high-value man isn't defined by his need to impress others. He's defined by his unwavering commitment to his purpose, his emotional resilience, and his inner strength. Be the person who doesn't chase, but instead attracts, not by playing games, but by embodying true self-worth. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights valuable, subscribe for more content on mastering the Stoic principles that can guide you toward a fulfilling life, both in and out of relationships. Remember, the journey toward self-mastery is ongoing, and each step brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. We'll see you in the next video.